Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 11th, 2013. It's currently 9:12 a.m. Currently, temperatures are very humid out there for this time of year and very warm as well. We are already in the upper 70s to lower 80s over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, including the coast. Over the interior, we're in the mid to upper 70s, and our dew points are already in the lower to mid 70s throughout much of the region. Clearly, we are dealing with a very humid and hot air mass. We currently have some fog still lingering over portions of Connecticut with visibility below 2 miles. This visibility will lift over the next 60 to 90 minutes. So between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. we'll see this fog and low clouds lift. And what we'll be left with is a hazy sunshine day with some scattered clouds and extremely isolated shower or thunderstorm possible this afternoon. The main story is going to be the hot temperatures with mid to upper 80s expected right along the coast, upper 80s to lower 90s in the New York City metropolitan area, and lower to mid 90s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, with the humidity being as it is and the dew points in the 70s. Looking for temperatures to feel, the heat index basically, in the mid 90s. So clearly we're dealing with a very humid air mass. And with this air mass in place, unfortunately, if you are in school with poor air conditioning or you're working outside, use some caution because this is a bit of a shock to the system for this type of weather pattern showing up after what we've been dealing with cool weather. But the good news is that this is a one-day deal. After this day passes, we'll be dealing with a much cooler air mass on the way for this upcoming weekend, with a strong cold front moving through for tomorrow afternoon. Here we have the surface map again, high pressures in control. We have a weak disturbance. Now you see these little kinks here? This is what I'm talking about that could produce an isolated shower or thunderstorm. You get these little weak disturbances in the entire weather pattern here. Another one back here. And these weak disturbances sometimes could fire off an isolated shower or thunderstorm that could lead to very heavy downpours, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 50 miles per hour. Again, most locations are going to be dry, hot, humid, uncomfortable, but with these little pressure differences here setting up, especially in the lee of the trough of the Appalachian Mountains, I can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. Zooming out here again, here's our high pressure system in control. This high pressure system is part of this one. This is a dominant high pressure system. And then here are the cold fronts that will save the day. We have a series of cold fronts approaching from the Great Lakes and from central Canada that will basically put an end to this hot and humid weather pattern and bring us some very cool weather. We're talking about upper 60s for highs by the time we get to Saturday. Friday, lower to mid 70s. Not bad, right? So clearly we are going to be moving into a much cooler and much more comfortable regime, but we have to get through today with one hot and humid day, followed by strong to severe thunderstorms tomorrow. On the radar, again, it's pretty much high and dry right now. Keep an eye on these little disturbances right here and right here. That could fire off an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. Otherwise, we are high and dry. Now, on the infrared satellite picture, this right here is Tropical Storm Gabrielle, or basically what's left of it. This will not have any direct impacts on the eastern United States. It will, in fact, get kicked out into the northern Atlantic by our cold front here that will be moving through tomorrow. So as you can see, high pressure is in complete control. Here's that weak trough I was talking about. Again, watch out for an isolated shower or thunderstorm because of that trough. The main action is back here with this strong cold front. And what's going to happen is that this cold front is going to move through tomorrow with widespread showers and thunderstorms. A few of those thunderstorms could be severe, producing very heavy downpours, frequent lightning, hail, and wind gusts over 50 miles per hour. Then that cold front exits, and then we start to move into a regime where we have high pressure in control, lower humidity, and temperatures much cooler in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So here we have the latest model guidance from the Penn State UL website using the European model guidance once again. Again, for this evening, high pressures in control. We have a nice ridge in place, and our cold front as well off to the west. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm again. For tomorrow, that cold front starts to move through. Now, tomorrow afternoon and evening is going to be pretty interesting. Now, I think that the bulk of the severe weather is going to be to the north of the New York City metropolitan area, but there will be a threat for showers and thunderstorms, and isolated severe thunderstorm as well, considering how warm and unstable the atmosphere is. Looking for temperatures in the mid to upper 80s ahead of this cold front. Again, the earlier this cold front moves through, the more likely you'll be in the mid 80s rather than the upper 80s. All depends on when these showers and thunderstorms start to really fire up and move through the region. Once the cold front moves through, winds will shift off to the northwest and our humidity will drop like a rock. Now on Friday, high pressure will take control. Looking for temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s over much of the region, a few mid 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area as our high pressure system takes hold. For Saturday, high pressure remains in control, basically the same setup, upper 60s to lower 70s for highs throughout the region. Lows will range from the mid to upper 40s away from the coast, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. So clearly we're dealing with a much cooler air mass. For Sunday, slightly warmer. Lower to mid 70s, a few upper 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Monday, another cold front moves through with a few scattered showers, mostly in the morning hours. This isn't going to be a major cold front at all. Then, by the time we get to Monday afternoon, high pressure will regain control. Temperatures will reach the mid 70s before falling back into the 60s behind this cold front. And then on Tuesday, another very cool day with scattered cloud cover and temperatures for highs in the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior and upper 60s to lower 70s throughout the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So like I said, one day of hazy, hot, and humid weather conditions, and then after that, we clearly transition to a far more fall-like weather pattern. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.